Alright, y'all. What's going on? This is your boy John coming back with another next video. I'm sorry I sound like this. I'm just getting over sickness. So I do sound a little nasally. I'm sorry about that. But hey, can't stop the videos. Alright, today we're going to be doing a new video. It is a 2K video, but it is going to be a new video. So what I have done is I have the best I can. It's not going to be to perfection, but I have made 4 different versions of the nets. Well, 3 plus the current day version of the nets. But I did change the current day version a little bit. So we got the current day version of the nets right here. Now we have the 70 to the 90 nets on the Bulls, but of course we did change their name to the 70 to 90 nets. We have the 2000 nets on the Bucks, and then we have the 2010s nets on the Sixers. The 2010s basically means 2010 to 2020s, except for the current day version. Now some players might be the same on there, but that is what it is. The 2000 versions is basically from 2000 to like 2012 or something like that. And the 70 to 90s version is anything before 2000. So let's go ahead and look at the rosters. So, that's not the right one. Okay, so for the 70s 90s, we got Julius Irving, we got Drazen Pekovic, we got Derek Coleman, Buck Williams, Kenny Anderson, Otis Birdsong, and Kerry Kittles. Kerry Kittles was like the fine line, but I seen he played most of his before 2000, so I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and put Kerry Kittles here. After that, I couldn't really find any more 70 through 90, so I just put 40 overall on here. And the way I worked it, the coaching game plan is just a 7-man rotation. And we're going to see if this 7-man rotation can go against the rest of the 3 others. So now we got the 2000s Nets. So let's go ahead and look at the roster of the 2000s Nets. We got Jason Kidd, Vince Carter, Richard Jefferson, Kenyon Martin, Brooke Lopez, Keith Van Horn, Dikembe Mutombo, Raho Nahara, Brian Scalabrine, and Jason Collins. I also have Todd McCullough, Aaron Williams, and then of course the rest is filled with 40 overalls. I do like this team. That's the 2000s Nets, and of course I have them under a 8-man rotation. They're just their best 8. I mean, really, I could just do a 7-man rotation for them too. Honestly, let's just go ahead and do a 7-man rotation for them. And yeah, so now Dikembe Mutombo is the center starter, whatever. You got Vince Carter. We got Richard Jefferson, 2006, 2007 Nets. Alright, so now we're going to go to the 2010s Nets. Now this team is a little crazy because you already know who it's going to have. Kevin Durant, James Harden, Kyrie Irving, Darren Williams, Joe Johnson, Jarrett Allen, Spencer Dinwiddie, Kevin Garnett, Blake Griffin, Gerald Wallace, Paul Pierce, Bruce Brown, Karis LeVert, Cam Thomas, and Nick Claxton. This team is ridiculously stacked. Now, I have no idea if they're probably just going to run away with it, to be honest with you. But let's go ahead and look at the coaching game plan. I have it under a 9-man rotation. To be honest, it could be under a 10, 11-man, whatever rotation because this team also is deep. Now, Gerald Wallace starting at the 3 is pretty funny when you have Darren Williams, you got Joe Johnson. Joe Johnson can even start at the 3. You got Spencer Dinwiddie, Kevin Garnett, you got Paul Pierce. So the thing I did with this team is I put them to what their overall would have been on the Nets. So like Kevin Garnett wasn't Kevin Garnett, he was like 38-year-old Kevin Garnett, 39-year-old Kevin Garnett. He was older. So that's why I have Kevin Garnett as an 81 and Paul Pierce, of course, as a 78 because that was basically what they were with the Nets. Basically they're at their actual overall of what they would have been in the Nets and not their prime actual overall. Alright, so now we're going to go to the current day Nets. Now what I changed with the current day Nets is because some of these teams are looking a little crazier, and I actually put it to the best overall case that could happen this season for the Nets. The best overall case that could happen by a country mile. Mikal Bridges turns into Mikal Bridges. He goes to a 90 overall. Ben Simmons goes back to Ben Simmons, which he's going to be, we'll put him to an 88 overall. Nick Claxton does get better, so Nick Claxton is also an 87 overall. Cam Johnson gets a little bit better, and Cam Thomas also gets a little bit better. So all 5 of these guys get a little bit of a boost up. So, to see if the best overall Nets can beat any of these teams. Now, I put them in separate. There's going to be 2 in the West and 2 in the East. So we got the 2 East is going to be the 70-90s Nets and the current day Nets, and then the 2 West is going to be the Sixers and the Bucks teams, just because they are not actually the Sixers and the Bucks teams. So let's go ahead and show you that. So Chicago 70-90 Nets, and you got the Oakland 2000 Nets, and then you also have the Seattle 2010 Nets. So we're going to go ahead and start simulating, and we're going to start seeing how these teams are going to fare. Now, all the other rosters are going to be filled with 40 overalls. So it's just the Nets pretty much. The rest of the teams are just 40 overalls. Some are 42, some are 43. LeBron's at 45. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. So basically, it's just going to be these 4 teams, and they're going to be duking it out. Of course, they should beat all the other teams, but then when it comes to their actual competition, which is the older version or the newer version of the Nets, however you want to say it. So let's see when the first matchup is going to be. We're not going to put too much stock into the regular season, but I do want to see who has the first matchup. Oh, here's the Nets. So 70-90s play the Nets in 3 games. Interesting. Alright, so let's go ahead and simulate through the date right here. And this is going to be a good tell to be honest with you. So let's go ahead and simulate with Simcast. We're going to go with Nets at 70-90s. Alright, and we're going to go ahead and simulate game. It looks like the current day Nets have had the lead for a little bit, but it is a very close game, very offensive game. With all these offensive firepowers, it's not really too surprising. It looks like it's a really, really close game. Let's go ahead and start simulating again. Alright, it's not as close. Oh! You know what? We'll take it. So again, the Bulls got the ball. Petrovic is inbounding it, and Petrovic inbounds it to Anderson. Oh, Anderson gets to the lane. Oh, man. Easy. There was no guarding whatsoever. There was no resistance. There was none of that. They were having none of that. So, all right, let's go ahead. Let's see if the current day Nets can do anything about it. Oh, what did Drazen Petrovic do? 36 off of 14 for 23. My man has been killing it. All right, so current day Nets. Oh, why is Claxton in the game? Oh, wait, no. Sorry, this is current day Nets. Sorry, start thinking about the 76ers. Dinwiddie's got the ball. Dinwiddie's driving to the lane, and he does get fouled. Ooh, Kenny Anderson does foul out of the game. He fouls out with 11 points. All right, not going to sit here and say I want to watch free throws, so we're going to go ahead and simulate with Simcast. And let's just make sure it's on the slowest setting, so let's go ahead and continue simulating. All right, let's jump right back into it. Now it's Bulls ball. Brooklyn Nets up by 1. Let's see if the 70-90s Nets... Ooh. Hold on a second. Let's do something real quick, because I don't like the fact that I just saw Rajon Rondo in the game. So we took out 240 overalls from this team. They don't actually have a point guard, just because Julius Erving fouled out and Kenny Anderson fouled out, and Kenny Anderson of course is the point guard. But Julius Erving fouling out is a bit crazy for this team, so we're going to see if Petrovic can keep him in. Who knows? Let's see, but let's go ahead and confirm these, because I don't want no damn 40. And after this, I'm actually going to turn off foul outs just so we can stop this from happening. Stop this from happening. And I'm going to turn off fatigue as well. Alright, so let's go ahead and make sure we not on the Bulls. Alright, let's go ahead and see what they can do. So Birdsong got the ball, passes to Buck Williams, passes it back to Kerry Kittles, passes to Petrovic. This is the guy that needs to have the ball, is Petrovic. Ooh, gets him in the air. Oh, nah. Dinwiddie gets fouled. Dinwiddie's going to the free throw line. That might do it. But let's see. Yep, that did do it. All right, let's look at the box scores. Yeah, Petrovic had a really great game. Derek Coleman, he had a really good game too. Damn near a triple-double, just 1 assist away. Birdsong with 26 points off of 6 for 9. Julius Erving fouled out in 19. Yeah, see, we're turning off foul outs. There's no point. There's no point in him fouling out in that much minutes. And then, all right. I mean, like Kerry Kittles with a 7-1-5 game, but yeah, no, I don't like the Julius Erving thing. So let's look at the actual nets. It was a Spencer Dinwiddie, 26 points off of 8 for 18. Terrible 3-point shooting. We had Cam Johnson with 23, 6 and 4 off of 6 for 12, 6 for 9, 5 for 5. The fact that he went 0 for 3 inside the arc. Mikal Bridges, 7 for 12. Wait a minute. Why is he on Brooklyn? Why is Miles Bridges on Brooklyn? What the hell happened? All right, Mikal Bridges with a terrible game. I'm going to go ahead and text. Guys, I don't know what's going on because I did not sign Miles Bridges onto the team. So the fact that they have Miles Bridges is crazy. Yeah. Let me go ahead and go back. I'll be right back. All right. So I fixed everything I needed to fix. No more foul outs. Released Miles Bridges. They can't sign any players. All that is taken care of now. So what we're looking at was the current day Nets. Oh my God. I know the other teams are terrible, but damn. Ben Simmons. See, that's the Ben Simmons. That's the Ben Simmons we know and love. Nick Claxton. Now that's crazy. 17 points, 31 rebounds. That's crazy. So we are definitely going to have some crazy scores. I think they're going to be the first ones with an L. Yep. Oh. Let's just simulate through date. We're not going to actually watch it with Simcast or anything, but I want to see who or what happens. All right, the 2010s Nets won. James Harden with the 32-13 game. Jared Allen with the 24-6 game. You got Kevin Durant with the 22-7-8 game. I don't know. I don't know if anybody's going to beat the 2010 Nets, to be honest. But it looks like the current day Nets did keep it close. They did keep it close. Spencer Dinwiddie's having a really fine season. Ben Simmons is having a Ben Simmons. Oh my gosh. That's the Ben Simmons. This is you know what this is? This is off-season Ben Simmons right here. Although 8 turnovers might not be off-season Ben Simmons, but this is off-season Ben Simmons for sure. All right. So the 2010 Nets did, they lost twice. To the Bucks team was 54-1. So let's look at some of these box scores. Like the 2000s Nets might actually come up and actually be a problem, be a thorn to the 2010s Nets. We got Jason Kidd with a 25-9-11 game with 5 steals. You got Brook Lopez, 29-9-2. You got Richard Jefferson with a 17-4 game. You got Kenyon Martin with a 17-21-7 game. Vince Carter didn't even have a great game. Vince Carter was booty cheeks, and yet they still won. They still beat Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving and James Harden, which James Harden only shot it 6 times. Joe Johnson had 11 points. You got Kevin Garnett with 9, 8, 7, and 5 from Jared Wallace. Jared Allen had an 8-8 game. Darren Williams only had an 8-4-4 game. This team is filled with guards. Realistically, this team is filled with guards, but then the non-guards are like Kevin Garnett and KD, although this isn't prime Kevin Garnett. So also have Joe Johnson, which is probably, he's a guard on here anyway. But then the fact that it's Darren Williams, Spencer Dinwiddie, Kyrie Irving, James Harden, there's a lot of guards on here. But then they lost again. You're looking at it's going to be a fight. So right now we're looking at 2 losses for the 2010 Nets. We're looking at 3 losses for the current day Nets. We're looking at 5 losses for the 70-90s Nets. And we're looking at 1 loss for the 2000s Nets. The 2000s Nets might be nothing to mess around about. Yep. Oh my goodness, the current day Nets got blown out to the 2000s Nets. Who else? They lost to the 2010s Nets. They lost to the 2010s Nets twice, I believe. Where's their 3rd loss? Am I tripping? There it is. Yeah. So It was the 2010s Nets twice, and then one. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and simulate the rest of the regular season, and we'll see what. I guess because I didn't lower the overalls of the free agency class, so Miles Bridges went on to OKC and just dominated everything with 32 points, 48 rebounds. But, you know, we're going to actually go ahead and override that to the first player. So it looks like Julius Erving is going to be your MVP. So Julius Erving is going to be the MVP of the league. He got 36, 18, and 9. Ridiculous numbers, ridiculous numbers. The person after that would have been Kevin Durant. Then you had Richard Jefferson. Richard Jefferson. Wow. Wow, this is a crazy Richard Jefferson game right here. Or season. Not even a game. This is a season. 30 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, half a block a game off of 50, 40, almost 90, so 84. Almost, basically 85. This is a crazy Richard Jefferson season. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Ooh, look at Ben Simmons. Look at Ben Simmons being top 10. Also got Vince Carter, Spencer Dinwiddie. Oh man, Jason Kidd all the way here at 10. You got Kyrie down there. Yeah, Mikal Bridges and Cam Thomas, of course. Oh, we're getting to the point where it's just the end of the Nets. But Julius Erving, MVP. Mark Williams got that. Otis Birdsong with the 6th Man of the Year for Otis Birdsong. Jason Kidd with the Defensive Player of the Year. You got Depoy Jason Kidd. Miles Bridges, Most Improved, whatever. And then Mike Budenholzer. So this is the 2000s Nets, man. The 2000s Nets are looking to probably be dominant. So, you know, of course, other than Miles Bridges and Nikola Jokic. Hey, you know, nothing I can say about it. I guess it's the 34 rebounds per game that got Nikola Jokic in that spot. Same with Rudy Gobert. But then you got Spencer Dinwiddie. That's funny. All right, so let's go ahead and simulate the play-in. All right, so we're looking at first seed Brooklyn Nets, and then second seed is going to be the 70-90s Nets. And then on the western side, we got first seed is going to be the 2000s Nets, and the second seed is going to be the 2010s Nets. So let's move to standings, and let's see. So the current day Nets so the current day Nets and the 70-90s Nets actually finished the same record. And then on the western side, it looks like the 2000s Nets just dominated. The Seattle 2010s Nets had 4 losses, so better than anybody on the eastern side. But so I guess I put the better teams on the Western Conference side. So it seems like it could come from the Western Conference, but you never know. Although it does look like Seattle lost to one of these teams its last game. So, all right, so let's go ahead and start simulating. The rounds. We already know that there's not going to be any issues here, so let's go ahead and simulate this round. All right, this is it. We got the conference finals. Let's go ahead and start simulating a little bit, and don't want to overdo it. So we're looking at the 2010s Nets is actually up by 2 games to 1 over the 2000s Nets. And we're looking at the 70s, 90s Nets is actually up 2 games to 1 to the current day Nets. All right, so we're going to come over here. We're going to play game. Yep, that one. And we're going to simulate just the game. Oh, they made it close. So let's come over here. Let's play game. Yep, we got that one. And simulate game. All right, they're just going to make it close. Oh, look at current day Nets up 3 games to 2. So let's see what happens here. Who's going to go up 3 games to 2? Oh, it's the 2000s Nets. All right, so now that is a thing, we're going to go ahead and simulate with Simcast, and we're going to watch this game and see if it can be close. Let's get into it. Oh, it looks like the 70s, 90s Nets don't want to go down easy. It looks like the 70s, 90s Nets are going to bring it to a Game 7. We're talking about a Game 7, baby. Talking about a Game 7. Alright, so we're going to simulate this one with SimCast as well. Let's see if the 2010s Nets can keep up. Or are the 2010s Nets going to be the first one eliminated? So far, so good. Looks like we might be able to jump into this playoff series. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's jump in, baby. Let's jump in, baby. Let's go ahead and watch this. Let's see if the 2000s Nets can put this away. Jason Kidd drives to the basket and he gets fouled. It doesn't go in, but he does get fouled. Challenge Jared Allen and he gets fouled for it. All right, Jason Kidd, what you got? All right, Jason Kidd makes the first one. They're up by 2. All right, Jason Kidd, what you got? All right, they're up by 3. All right, let's see what Kevin Durant, James Harden, and Kyrie Irving can cook up in that huddle. Richard Jefferson, you know, a part of an MVP type season. He was their MVP of this season, apparently. All right, come on, timeout. All right, this is exciting. This is exciting. Jason Kidd, player of the game. Let's see what Jason Kidd's numbers looking like. 33 points off 11 for 17. Jason Kidd looking really, really nice. All right, we got to pass into Kevin Durant. Hopefully his shoe size ain't too big. Kevin Durant drives to the basket. Oh, almost gets the and one, but Kevin Durant is going to the free throw line. It looks like we're just going to have a whole bunch of free throws. No foul out, so the people just can keep fouling. KD knocks down both of them. It's a 1-point game. It's a 1-point game with a minute 30 to go. Oh, man, this is the edge of your seat type of stuff right here. Jason Kidd does it again, and it's another foul. Oh, my God. We're just watching the foul off right now. Ooh, but Jason Kidd misses the free throw. All right. All right, let's see if Jason Kidd can make the next one. He does. He makes 1 of 2. All right, so the passing is to Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant does bring it up the floor. Being guarded by Kenyon Martin. Let's see what he could do. He's driving to the basket. He's driving to the basket. He does have teammates, but he's not using them. Same with Jason Kidd. Apparently, we're just going to be watching 2 players drive to the basket and get fouled. But so far, Kevin Durant made the first. Kevin Durant made the second. It is a tie game with a minute 17 to go. Let's see if the ball ends up on anybody else's hand other than Jason Kidd getting fouled. Please. Please. I guess not. I guess this is what we relative. Oh, no. There we go. Richard Jefferson got the ball. And now Kenyon Martin got the ball. Richard got it back. All right, now it's a 2-man game. Let's see. Oh, Kenyon Martin going to the rim. Got 2 people on him. You had Kevin Durant and Jared Allen on you, and you still took it up to the rim. Hey, man, you meant to miss that. All right, KD, right? I don't know what that was, KD, but hey, we watching a close game right here. We got the 2010s Nets not wanting to go away, and we got the 2000s Nets to finish it off right now. Brook Lopez inside. Nope. Jared Allen with the rebound. Darren Williams going to take it up the floor. Let's see if they look for Kevin Durant. Yes, they do. Kevin Durant gets the ball. Passes in to Darren Williams. Oh, but he misses it, but he gets his own board. Darren Williams back up. And Darren Williams makes it a 2-point game for the 2010s Nets with 16 seconds to go. Oh my gosh, this is exciting stuff. All right, let's see if the 2000s Nets can tie it or take the lead. Or are we going to be playing the foul game, which we were playing earlier? Jason Kidd with the ball being covered by Darren Williams. It looks like they're just going to leave it with Jason Kidd. There's not any screens or anything. Jason Kidd takes it to the basket, and he misses. He misses. Darren Williams gets fouled with 0.6 seconds to go. It looks like Game 7 is going to be here. Oh, man. We got 2 Game 7s. Let's look at the box scores. Kevin Durant with 32, 7, and 11 off of 6 for 16. 16 for 16 from the free throw line. Darren Williams with a 26-2-3 game. We got Kyrie Irving with 23 points. We got James Harden with 14, 6, and 11. Jared Allen with a 12-14 game. And then the rest on. All right, now at the 2000s, that's Jason Kidd with the 34-10-8 game. You got Richard Jefferson, who had a struggle game with 24-2-4, but 9 for 20. You got Kenyon Martin with 21, 17, and 3. Vince Carter with a 19-2-9 game, and Brook Lopez with a 16-10 game. Alright, so now with it being 2 Game 7s, let's get to the Simcast with this game. Oh man, it looks like so far the current day Nets is up big. Let's see if the 70-90s Nets can bring it closer. Oh man, this looks like current day Nets is going to go to the finals. Yep, they are. Current day Nets going to the finals. Going to the finals off of a Spencer Dinwiddie 32-2-7 game. Ben Simmons with a 21-7-10 game. You got Nick Claxton with a 19-10 and Cam Thomas with 18 points off of 9 shots. You got Mikal Bridges with a 12-4-4 game off of 9 shots. And then off the 70-90s, Julius Erving, he tried to do a lot. He tried, but he couldn't do it. Although you had Petrovic with a better game because he had 10 for 17 instead of 11 for 25 like Julius Erving was. 10 for 12 for Otis Birdsong. So did he try? Did he try, or was Julius Erving the one that fumbled? Could be the case. No, Derek Coleman. Derek Coleman fumbled. It was definitely Derek Coleman. 1 for 10, 0 for 7. Oh man, they needed you the most here, Derek, and you fumbled the bag. You fumbled the bag heavily. All right, so now we're gonna go to the Oakland-Seattle series. Let's see what they got. 2010s versus 2000s. Most likely who wins this one probably will win it all, but you know who knows? Maybe the current day Nets got something to do with it. But the 2000s Nets is like, nah, we're gonna storm into the finals and we're going to destroy you because you don't have a Kevin Durant, you don't have James Harden, you have Mikal Bridges and Ben Simmons. So let's see what happens. We're gonna simulate for a little bit. Let's. Oh man, that moved way too fast. Man, them 2000s Nets were like, nah, we told you, it's over with. I can't believe it moved way too fast. Like I literally canceled it after like 2 seconds, and it said, nah, we're primed and ready to go. All right, well I guess let's just start with game one. Game one went to the 2000s Nets. 122-104. Vince Carter with an amazing game. Same with Kenyon Martin and Jason Kidd with a triple-double. While the current day Nets, again led by Spencer Dinwiddie, seems like he's doing a lot of the leading right now, even though Mikal and Ben Simmons is them. But yeah, I guess the current day Nets could not hold up game one. Game two, see, it was a 1-1 series. It was a close game. Dang. You got Spencer Dinwiddie leading again. Cam Johnson having a game. Almost a triple-double by Ben Simmons. Mikal with a 17-5 game off of 11 shots. But then you have the 2000s. That's with Richard Jefferson and Vince Carter and Brook Lopez and Jason Kidd just dominating. All right, now we got game three, which was a 2-point game to the 2000s Nets. Mikal Bridges had a really, really good game, but couldn't be stopped by Richard Jefferson, Kenyon Martin, Vince Carter, Jason Kidd with 19 assists. Then game four, a 10-point game. Jason Kidd with a 39-10 game. And Ben Simmons, triple-double wasn't enough. And then game five, we're looking at a 9-point game. Ben Simmons, oh my gosh. I was not expecting that. How do y'all lose this type of Ben Simmons game? 51-17-10? Oh my gosh. What? I guess the balance of this team just... Hey, y'all. Comment down below if y'all would like to see this type of Ben Simmons game in the regular season. This is the type of Ben Simmons game I would love to see in the regular season. Oh, this one actually went to overtime. It just looks like the 2000s Nets wasn't having it in overtime. Man, you have a 22 for 27, 1 for 1 from 3. I didn't even notice the 3. Y'all lost this game? All right, nah. All right, well, your champions, the 2000s Nets, led by Jason Kidd, Vince Carter, Richard Jefferson. This is basically the 2006 plus some against the best version of this current Nets. That's basically what this was. But the 2000s Nets gets it done. All right, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I will see y'all in the next video. Peace out.